training.
Yeah.
Training in the sense that you've been organizing training. So how do you go about training?
Before we called for the players campaign, there was money that we received. We sent budget to the ministry. It was money we received from our sponsors, thanks to Trillium Industrial Company, Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB, and Philadelphia Movement. They supported us. So out of the money they gave us, we have to go and pay for a hotel before we could call the players to camp. So we went to Royal Palm Grove at Tantra Hill to pay for the hotel, and we called the players. We have to send them money for TNT before they could come, and send them some token to live for the family so that they can be feeding while they are away. Because some of them depend on them. Some are shoemakers, so they have to make shoes, so men's shoes before they can even put arms. So whilst they are not there, how are they going to feed? So the management thought of it wise. Part of the money that we received from our sponsorship, we paid and gave them some token to be left at home. And the most thing that sometimes I have to weep about it as a coach is, do you know, because we pay for the pitch and the pitch is for public use, the authorities of the pitch have to give us time that we should be trained as a national team. They have to give us time. We want to train in the morning. They said the morning have been booked, so we have to wait till all trainings are over before we can train as a national team. We walk from the hotel to the pitch. And the materials that we use for training are my personal materials.
You walk from the hotel to the pitch.
Yeah.
What distance are we looking at?
From Tantra Hill to St. John's.
From Tantra Hill to St. John's, that should be...
Tantra Hill, behind the Snip Flat.
Okay.
To St. John's.
Okay, so that should be a minimum of about 2 kilometers?
Yeah.
You walk?
We walk.
I see.
You get exhausted before we train. So you can't even train them to the extent. You have to train for a short time.
I see.
Because you don't have to overstress them. Yeah. Because you want the best out of them.
So this was the preparation for this AFCON that you won?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Interesting. All right, so so then you eventually got into Egypt?
Yeah.
After all of this?
Exactly.
And then over there as well, there were a few issues. I see Richard, the captain, smiling.
Over there, you know, when we went, all the countries that came, every match that they play, they motivate them. They give them physical dollars. And we will be sitting, you know, there's a big hall that most of the countries, we all lodge in the same hotel. There is a big lodge,
a lobby.
A lobby.
So we sit
It's
down.
very huge. So they form their team somewhere, and then maybe they will be chatting, they will be discussing about the next match and the monies that is being promised to be given. Sometimes we will be playing Spa because there is no motivation, so we need to motivate ourselves, so we will be playing Spa. But those guys, they will be sharing dollars, and then we'll be seeing it. But we have promised ourselves that we brought Ghana to the whole Egypt. Our families live in Ghana. We are Ghanaians. The nation trusts us. So we will never, whatever will be the situation, we have our own story to write. We have our own story to write in a positive way, not in a negative way. We want to bring glory to Ghana. When we finish all this, I think what we are expecting from the nation is that they have sent us to represent the nation. So when we bring good results, one good thing deserves another. At least they should reward us well so that it will reflect in our lives, to motivate us so that we will continue doing more.